Welcome to another episode of On the Shot with our guest Ryan Stout this week.
Hi everybody.
How you doing?
On the Shot.
On the Shot.
This is such a popular web series that I've never heard of.
Well,
never heard of it.
That just means that you're out of the loop.
Yeah, great. Out of the loop and on the shot.
Well, how did you? You just wrapped up your week, so how do you feel being in Louisville for 4 days?
You know, I've been doing this club for the past 3 years, and I think the crowds have actually kind of started to change a little bit and actually find the crowd that fits with this room. Because whenever a club's new, you never know how it's going to pan out. You never know if it's going to, the drunks are going to be the ones that really come in and take over and they're the mainstay, or if you don't know it's going to be, polite people that want to show. You don't know if it's going to be older or younger or middle-aged. You never really know. And I thought everybody this week was really here for a show and paid attention and had a good time and then left.
Well, which of those, all those people you named, which ones make the best audiences for you?
I think the people that come for the show are the ones that make the best show. I think that should be.
So you're not
I think that should be the case everywhere. But no, you get crowds in there. They're like, "What are you talking about? It's $10 all the beer you can drink night." Yeah, you're the crowd I want to perform for. You're not even here for me. You're here for Bud Light.
And bachelorette parties, I assume, are always fantastic.
Bachelorette parties are selfish twats. I hate bachelorette parties. Crying out loud. There's a girl in the audience last night. They were very nice. Some bachelorette parties come in and they're like, "Okay, we're here for the show, but this is just the beginning of the night, so we're going to keep it calm, watch the show, and go do something else." But there's a girl that sat there, grown woman, wearing a crown, a tiara, all night long. Really? You're an adult.
Well, do you remember your first time on stage?
Yeah, it was a high school talent show, and everybody was supposed to do 1 minute. And, so if you're a juggler, or if you're going to do push-ups or something like that, then 1 minute's more than enough. And I did stand-up comedy, and I was getting laughs, I was doing fine, but at about 1.5 minutes, they cut the mic off on me.
Oh.
So I was like, okay. So I just screamed my final punchline and then got a laugh and said goodnight.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, what is the best thing that you've ever put in your mouth, food or otherwise?
I don't really want to say on camera, just in case my mom watches this. I mean, it's okay for me to say with words like that bachelorette party's a bunch of twats, but to say, "Mom, I was eating a lot of twats," is... Oh, what is the best thing I've put in my mouth? Food. I don't have a sense of smell.
Oh, really?
So, taste is 80% smell. So, as far as taste goes, I go off on a lot of textures and things like that. I tend to like sandwiches that are layered with hot meats and then veggies that are cold and then breads with slathered with Thousand Island and mayonnaise and things like that, so you get a lot of things happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's been your most embarrassing moment on stage?
I was doing this one show one time and I said something about the screen coming down behind me, and then the manager went over and started to have the screen come down, and it was kind of a scary thing, and the audience was laughing in my face. "Oh, that's right, that happened 10 minutes ago! Here, at the Louisville Improv!"
You're welcome.
Sons of mothers.
Well, can you name the first 5 Led Zeppelin albums?
Yes, it was Led Zeppelin 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Houses of the Holy.
Correct.
Bam!
And final question is, have you ever written a joke that was just too offensive to ever tell on stage?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. If I write a joke and I go, that might be too offensive to tell on stage, I end up telling it on stage and finding out, oh, the people don't like that. I had a roommate who, he would always refer to his girlfriend as Holocaust.
Oh, wow.
And he
Was
said,
it Patrick?
He said it's because she's so skinny, but I'd never met the girl, so I thought he was calling her that because she didn't exist.
Oh.
But that's because he would say that because he's a Holocaust denier. I'm not saying I'm a Holocaust denier. I'm saying that he's the type of prick that would say something like that. I mean, Gosh, people get on my case so hard. Do you know why 6 was afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9-year-old pussy. Everybody, you could take that to elementary schools. You could really do that if they have a little blue room.
Is that from your church set, I assume?
Church was actually, that was a high school talent show, which was what I was talking about earlier, but church was actually the first place where the priest would have like this like kind of children's moment on the stage, like during they asked all the kids in the congregation to come up and sit on the steps, and he talked to us about something for like 5 minutes. But I remember clearly thinking, like that was the first time I remember thinking, oh, I'm in front of a bunch of people and they're all paying attention, and it's not their job to interact right now, so I should really be funny. This is a good time for me to pay attention, listen to what the guy's saying, and then jump in if I've got an opinion. And so every time he had that, I was so thrilled. I'd gladly walk to the front of the congregation, sit down on the step, and go, all right, let's get ready. Let's be on our toes and say something funny and get these people to laugh.
And I bet the priest loved you for that.
He was a family friend for a long time, yeah.
Well, that's all I've got for you. As I told you earlier, we end every episode with a shot of Kentucky bourbon.
Well, this was phenomenal. I was really good, everybody. I don't know how the other episodes of this go, but this is sure to be a winner. You should get a lot of hits. Pass this around the internet and find me on YouTube /Ryan Stout, and on Twitter at /Stout Ryan, and on Facebook at Ryan Stout fan page. I can't do the personal page anymore. I've got too many friends. I'm very popular. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. Are we going to do this?
Yeah,
We don't
we'll
really
do it.
have a bartender or a bar to like show. Never mind.
And we'll see you next week on the Shot.